Are you ready?
You're like John Madden? Are you calling?
When you're
play-by-play.
I'm doing play-by-play.
Yeah, I'm John Madden. John Madden.
Do you want to do?
Tell me what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm going to keep this turned down.
Now, our voices. Don't use that. Okay.
Okay, welcome to BloodHound Sports. Friday night football for the Fort Madison BloodHounds versus the Keokuk Chiefs. Big rivalry game here in Lee County, Iowa. Tonight I'm Bill Kester bringing play-by-play, Andy Mitchell bringing some color and doing the camera for us tonight. Fort Madison and Keokuk's already on the field. Keokuk getting ready to kick off. Backward. Looks like Trey Coots takes the kickoff for Fort Madison. Skips around a couple tacklers and just around the 35-yard line. Ball came out loose, but that may have been after the player was down. Okay, Fort Madison comes out with Lennon Barker at quarterback, Alex Gully in the backfield. Looks like we got Chance Red Donald to the right, Renzo Rouse to the left, Logan Allen also out to the right. Barker in the shotgun. He takes it, he rolls to the right, throws the ball out short of the receiver, Logan Allen, for an incomplete pass. It'll be second down from our own 34-yard line for the BloodHounds.
You know, Keokuk got a little bit of pressure there on Barker, kind of forcing him to roll out to the right. That's something the offensive line's got to step up this week, and to have a chance to have that pressure stopped at the line of scrimmage, so Lennon has a little more time to make a decision on throwing.
Okay, Barker takes the hands off to Gully, who goes over the right side. He's in an open area. And he takes the corner, and he's over midfield and down to right around the 42-yard line of Keokuk for BloodHound's first down. Penn City current first down.
I'm kind of guessing that Alex is a little excited to be back after missing last week. He's he's going to be a big key tonight. If he gets his game going, he's going to be tough to stop. Going to be a good night for the BloodHounds.
All right, that's a good start. We're going to be at the 43-yard line of Keokuk. Again, hand off to Gully, this time over the left side. And he picks up about 4 or 5 yards before being brought down. So that bring up about second and about, looks like about 5 yards to go.
Goalie tackled on that play by David Rickman, a 5'9" senior for Keokuk.
I think we're going to see a lot of Gully tonight.
That won't be a bad thing if we do.
Barker throws the ball over the middle, and it's deflected. That was intended for Lorenzo Riles.
Number 7, Anthony Protras, a 6'1" freshman with a nice play for Keokuk. If he doesn't get that one, Zoe might be heading to the end zone.
So it's going to bring us up about third down and about 5 yards to go from the Keokuk 38-yard line. Again, Gully in the backfield. It's going to be a penalty on Fort Madison. Looks like the quarterback and the running back started to move a little bit earlier there.
Both kind of moved forward on that play for the snap of the ball.
Okay, we don't need many mistakes like that tonight, that's for sure. Now, so that's going to bring us at third down and just about the 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage. We got Shantz and Allen up to the top. Lorenzo to the left. Barker rolls out to the right. Tosses it over, and it's complete to Quentin Estrada. And he is tackled short of the marker, so he's going to be down at about the 37-yard line. It's going to bring up fourth down and about 3 yards to go for Fort Madison.
And Quentin's one of those kids who might be able to exploit a little bit. Hadn't had too many touches on the year, and teams don't honor him. He's got good hands. He's got some decent speed. He might be able to get us a few first downs and maybe get in the end zone tonight.
Okay, I think a hard count there by Barker got the right in there to go off sides, and that's going to give us 5 yards on the Penn City current first down, courtesy of the Keokuk Chiefs.
Lennon, that's definitely a knack Lennon has developed this year. He's at least once a game seems like he's drawn teams off sides with his hard count.
That's good. That defense gets real aggressive. Okay, hand off to Gully. He goes over the right side again, and he is dragged down from behind after about a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Number 45, Antonio Smith, a senior for Keokuk. Interesting thing about Antonio, he actually was at Fort Madison last year for the first month of the school year before he transferred down to Keokuk.
Oh. All right. BloodHounds are now 2nd and 7 from the 29-yard line. Hand off to fake to Gully. Pass over the middle to Shantz Red Donald is complete about the 15-yard line, and he is wrestled down by number 10 of Keokuk.
Number 10, David Rickman again.
Okay, good pass by Barker. Hit Shantz right in stride, right over the middle on a slant. And gave us Fort Madison a Penn City current first down. So now hand off to Gully over the right side. And he is powering into the end zone for about a 14-yard touchdown run for Alex Gully.
That touchdown is brought to you by Fort Madison Partners. Great run by Alex. He looked like a little bit of off-tackle play. The hole was clogged up 1 or 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Makes a nice little cut to the outside to take that one to the house.
We're going to officially call it a 13-yard touchdown run by Gully. Either way, it's 6 points for the BloodHounds with extra point pending here by A.J. Nolting. That kick is up and is no good. Looks like over to the right, off to the right. So with 9:44 to go in the first quarter, Fort Madison leads 6-0 over Keokuk. We'll be back in just a moment. if I'm hearing anything. Back at Calvert Stadium, and Fort Madison kicks off.
Nice tackle on the kickoff by number 3, sophomore Quentin Estrada for the Bloodhounds. Quentin's had a couple nice special teams tackles this year. Keokuk back 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Quarterback keeps stuff for no gain. Looks like even maybe a loss of a half a yard.
Tyler O'Toole there looks like was in on that hit.
Yeah, Tyler came up from his defensive back, outside linebacker position, made a nice stop.
Okay, handoff to number 24. He takes it over the right side, picks up a few yards.
24, Braylon Martinez, a 5'10", should be a 5'7" sophomore. Tackle by number 53, Sam Hayes of the Bloodhounds. Nice to hear Sam Hayes' name called. It's really important in this defense. Our linebackers are flying around making plays.
Okay, 3rd down and about 7 yards to go for Keokuk. He's back to pass, and the pass is way overthrown. That quarterback's Corey Skinner kind of launched that ball way over everybody's head. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 7 for Keokuk at their own 23-yard line. So good defense for the Bloodhounds on that first series.
4th down, Bloodhounds anticipating a punt. Sending back number 1, Alex Gully, number 2, Chance Red Donald, back deep to receive the punt. For Keokuk is number 10, David Rickman.
Okay, that kick sails out of bounds to the right. That's a very short kick. And looks like it's going to be out of bounds on the Keokuk about 37, 38-yard line.
Yeah, you're talking, 20,
15-yard kick.
15, 17-yard kick, and that's it.
Okay, they're going to call it the 38-yard line of Keokuk. So Fort Madison is going to take over in a great offensive position here. 38-yard line of Keokuk with Gully in the backfield with Lyndon Barker. 1st down and 10 Bloodhounds. Barker back to pass, throws deep down the left-hand side towards Lorenzo Riles, who takes it, hit him right in the hands just inside the 5, and the ball was dropped. And
I got so excited about watching that throw, I forgot to turn the camera there.
Yeah, the ball right in his hands, and it just glanced right off of there. Good throw by Barker.
Right off the fingertips.
So that'll bring it on 2nd down and 10 for Fort Madison. They'll be trying that again, I'm sure.
Yeah, Zoe was on a go pattern or a fly pattern. Ball just tailed inside a little bit. That's able to stay outside. I think he catches that for another 6 points.
Okay, hand off to Gully. He goes up the middle. He's hit. He drags some tacklers and picks up a good chunk of yardage down to the 30.
You can tell when goalie is going to have a good night and how quickly he hits the hole. And that time, he was accelerating before he got to the line of scrimmage. If he's not having to pick and choose, it's a great night for him.
Well, he got a bad spot there. They brought all the way back to the 32-yard line. Back to pass to Barker, who throws deep to the right-hand side, and that's Chance Red Donald for a touchdown. All righty. Beautiful pass by Barker. Chance hit him right in stride just as he went into the end zone. And another 6 points for the Bloodhounds.
That touchdown again brought to you by Fort Madison Partners. What a beautiful throw. Right now, Fort Madison's seen something where they can get in behind the defense of the Chiefs. That's about the third or fourth time they've been wide open.
I think they got a pretty young secondary. And we have a lot of young players.
Yeah, Keokuk's a very, very young team right now. And
A.J. Nolting is kicking the extra point, and that looks like that one's good. So with the extra point by Nolting, it brings it Fort Madison 13 and Keokuk 0 with 7:52 to go in the first quarter. And we're going to attempt to try to hear from our sponsors. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your students.
Back at Culver Stadium, Fort Madison kicking off. The ball goes into the end zone. So good kick by Nolting. So Keokuk will take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So good start by the BloodHounds tonight. Need to keep putting the pressure on. So Corey Skinner, a 5'9" freshman, is a quarterback for Keokuk.
Keokuk coming out in the spread look with the two-back set.
Okay, ball mishandled by the quarterback in the shotgun, and he just tried to go forward as well he could, and he picked up a couple yards.
Tackle on the play there by number 66, Alec Kraft. Number 53, Sam Hayes, both juniors for the BloodHounds.
So that he actually didn't pick up any yardage. He lost a yard, but he tried to get back as close to the line of scrimmage as he could. So it's going to bring up second down and 11 for Keokuk from their own 19-yard line.
Keokuk going to an empty set look here. Trips to the right, twins to the left.
And hand off to the man sweeping around from the outside, and he is hit by Chance Red Donald, and a flag come down.
No, we got a flag on the other side, and I think they're also going to call something on Red Donald too. It wasn't a late hit, maybe something targeting, leading with the helmet. I'm not sure.
Matt Wyatt he went in motion, took the pitch from the quarterback as he went by, and when he turned the corner, Chance came up from the secondary and laid a boom on him. And they called
a personal foul, hit to the head on us, but they also had a legal motion on Keokuk. They said the foul's offset, so.
It seems like Chance is getting one of those about once a game.
It seems like it, and part of that Chance just comes in so hard. He's just got to come in a little more under control, and I think he avoids penalties.
Yeah, it's like he's running downhill.
But boy, he sure delivers a blow when he gets there.
Yes. So offsetting penalties brings it back to 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line. Skinner's going to be in the shotgun. Got two receivers to the left, to the right, one in the backfield. Skinner's back to pass, and he throws down the middle, and the ball is overthrown, intended for number 31, Matt Wyatt.
Good thing that ball was overthrown. He had Chance beat by a couple steps there and had the inside positioning on number 22, Nick Carter. So, good thing for the BloodHounds. Had a little too much oomph on that pass.
Well, I think Skinner was feeling that pressure. Right up the middle, the line was kind of pushing the offensive line back a little bit, kind of into where he was standing. So now it brings down 3rd down and 11 from the 19 for Keokuk. Skinner's back to pass. He's pressured, and he scrambles, and he is brought down near the line of scrimmage by several BloodHounds. Sam Hayes.
Number 27, Tyler O'Toole, is the one that wrapped him up with the legs. Fort Madison there did a loop stunt between the two inside linemen, and big old Elijah Barnes was able to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback there to make him make a decision and cut it up, and there was Mr. Tyler O'Toole waiting for him.
Hopefully he feels that pressure all night. Keokuk's back in the punting formation, and he does get the kickoff, and back to take. It's a good kick. Chances fields it about the 35-yard line, and then takes it over to the right, and he gets into the clear, and Chance is making his way down, all the way down inside the 20-yard line before he's finally brought down by Jamie Klaus of Keokuk. So an excellent block out front.
What a great return. That was pretty close, but he did hit it from the side and had the head in front of this shoulder, so that constituted a clean block.
Yeah, there's a little reaction from the crowd here thinking maybe that was a block in the back, but good clean block by one of our Fort Madison players that kind of sprung gully on the outside and down the sideline. It gets all the way down to the 20-yard line at Keokuk. First down and 10 Fort Madison, 6:11 to go in the first. Hand off to Gully, who hesitates, comes back to the left-hand side, gets past the line of scrimmage, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone on the left side for a touchdown. Alex Gully, I tell you, just picking these, that time he just took his time figuring out where he wanted to go.
And usually Gully doesn't have success when he's tiptoeing up there and waiting for the hole to develop. He's usually better off when he just explodes to the hole, but that time he was able to find an opening to the outside there, and this time around the left end.
And I think that play was supposed to go to the right-hand side a little bit or up the middle, and then he just kicked it out to the outside to the left. And
as I said, I think Alex is excited to be back this week.
A.J. Nolting with the extra point try, and it looks like that's good. So Fort Madison leads 20-0 here with 6:02 to go here in the first quarter. So we're going to go ahead and listen to our sponsors before kick.
Levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now.
Sorry about that, but we had Fort Madison kick off there when we was on commercial. And the ball went into the end zone for another touchback. So Keokuk will take over, first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Okay, we got Corey Skinner in the shotgun for Keokuk, first down and 10 from their own 20. He fakes, he does hand off to number 16, Jamin Klaus.
Number 14, Quentin Estrada there. That's a jet sweep the Keokuk's running. Quentin did a great job staying home and not allowing that wing end to hook him. And great play by Quentin, getting off the block and making the tackle.
It's a big loss of 7 yards for Keokuk, so they're going to be in a hole here, second down and 17 yards to go from their own 13. So Skinner hands the ball off and delayed, and there's nothing there for him.
Well,
Elijah Barnes was in the backfield.
Meet Mr. Elijah Barnes there. Elijah took
Okay, Skinner's off. He rolls out to the left-hand side and throws the ball.
He's got an opening.
And the ball is incomplete out just short of the 40-yard line. It was intended for Matt Wyatt. The ball was thrown a little bit underthrown. And Lorenzo Riles there is a defender. I may have got his hand up in the face enough to keep that from being caught, possibly.
Okay, fans, I apologize missing some of the action. Not used to running this camera during games. I'm used to just sitting there and being able to cheer on. So I promise I'll do my best to get better at catching all the action and following the ball.
It's too easy to watch the action.
Well, when you're scoring a lot of points, it's fun to watch.
Yep. 4th down and 22. A punt here by Keokuk that gets it off. And a really high punt. And it's going to bounce around right around the 35-yard line of the Keokuk Chiefs. So Fort Madison will take over from there. 1st down and 10 from the Keokuk 35-yard line.
You know, a lot of, you could say a lot for having the 20 points. But the field position has played a lot into that so far. Fort Madison's had great field position all night. Okay, Barker back in the shotgun look. Hand off to Gully up the middle. Gully cuts right. Makes a couple little stutter steps. Nice run by Alex, still pushing the pile. Takes the ball all the way down to the 25-yard line. He's going to be right at a 1st down. But we got a penalty on Fort Madison. Looks like a holding call. This one's going to come back.
That flag came out kind of quick just after that play started to develop in the backfield there.
And that's going to be a 10-yard spot foul. So now you're going to have 24 yard instead of 1st and 20. You're going to have 1st and 24 because of being a spot foul.
So 1st down and 24 from the 49-yard line of Keokuk for the Bloodhounds. So chip away at this a little bit. Still 1st down. Gully takes the handoff and breaks a couple tackles over the right-hand side and gets down about the 45-yard line for about a 4-yard gain.
A little bit of tiptoeing there again from Alex. He's got to get back to just explode through that hole.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 20 from the 45 for the Bloodhounds. I'm sure they'll take three downs to get this. Barker's back to pass. He throws right-hand side and hits Chance Donald about the 15, and he is tackled down around the 5-yard line. So beautiful pass, laid it right where he needed to lay it in between a couple defenders, and Chance kind of adjusted to the ball a little bit.
When you have 2nd and long, that kind of helps having that type of weapon there.
Yes, so big play for the Bloodhounds down at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
You can tell Chance is feeling confident as well, too.
Yeah, did you see how he kind of twisted his body to where that ball was going that time? And
beautiful.
Yes, so Gully's in the backfield. And a quick pass over to the left to Lorenzo Riles, who catches it and is immediately tackled for a loss on the play.
Yep, just trying to keep Lorenzo involved in the offense, make sure we keep the defense honest. I know you're at 20 points early, but this ball game's a long way from being over. So Coach Schiffman's trying to make sure that Keokuk is honoring all of our weapons.
Keokuk looked like they were ready for that. So we have a timeout. Fort Madison is going to be at the 9-yard line. About a 4-yard loss on that. So it's going to be
number 24, Braylon Martinez, looks like he got a bloody nose.
Okay, so we got a about a 4-yard loss on that throw out to the left side to Riles. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 from the 2nd goal from the 9-yard line for the Bloodhounds after this official timeout. I don't know. I think maybe Keokuk made it. I don't know if they're just replacing an injured player or if Keokuk went ahead and called a timeout on this.
Well, if somebody had to call a timeout, otherwise they wouldn't be able to huddle with the kids since the injured player is not down on the field.
Okay, so let's take a moment to thank our sponsors: Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Elliott Test Kitchen, Hy-Vee Food Store, Mann's McDonald's, Rashid Drug, Subarena Sandwich Shop, Wonder Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Fort Colony Restaurant, Pizza Hut, Midwest One Bank, and the BloodHound Booster Clubs. So we're back to action here with, again, 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line for the Bloodhounds. Barker's back to pass. He rolls to the right, avoids the pressure, throws it over, and hits Logan Allen for an easy touchdown pass on the right-hand side of the end zone for another 6 points for the Bloodhounds.
Looks like Coach Schiffman and Coach Mankey or Coach Doherty made a big old run over to give Logan a hug there after that. Is that Logan's first touchdown of the year?
I believe it might be his first touchdown, but it's been a while if it isn't.
Yeah, Logan hasn't played football in high school, so great to see Logan get involved in the scoring column today.
All right, A.J. Nolting kicks the extra point, and that is good. And with 3:12 to go in the first quarter, it's Bloodhounds 27, Keokuk 0. Logan Allen, he's caught some passes, throughout the season, but I don't quite remember if he actually caught a touchdown early on or not.
I think that is his first one.
All right. It is nice to see the offense rolling. Now, I did hear all week that Keokuk was, like you talked about, a really young team.
I think they're also a little banged up too tonight. They have not many more than 21, 25 players dressed, and not all of them are going to see action in a varsity ball game.
Yeah, and you see some players down there without just the uniform top on with no pads. So understaffed and young, that's a tough combination for Keokuk this year. A.J. Nolting's getting ready to kick off for the Bloodhounds. And this one's going to stay in play, and it's taken by their deep back, and he brings it up the middle, and he makes a few moves and gets open. And gets to the outside before he is finally knocked out and tackled by Kuntz. So that was Sean Young, a junior, that brought that ball back from about the 5 to, looks like, about the 46-yard line of Keokuk. So good return, and Kuntz kept that from going to 6. So Keokuk will take over at their own 46-yard line, first down and 10. Skinner in the shotgun. Martinez in the backfield, I think. Quarterback draw. He faked the handoff, and then he went straight up the middle and picked up about the 10 yards, and then he came up, Red Dom come up and laid a lick on him. And but that did give Keokuk a first down.
That designed run there where they faked the handoff and pulled a backside guard tackle around, quarterback coming through. Coach McGackey wasn't very happy on the Keokuk sideline there. I don't know what he saw, but something unhappy, whether saw defensive holding, the officials missed, not quite sure, but going to keep an eye on that, see if the officials listened to what he had to say.
So Skinner's back to pass, throws it over the middle and overshoots his receiver, Jamin Klaus, for an incomplete pass. They'll bring up second down from the Bloodhound 43-yard line, second down and 10.
Elijah real close to getting a piece of that ball as it came across the line of scrimmage, getting his big old paw up there. Just missed a tip.
You got Antonio Smith in the backfield, along with Martinez and the quarterback Skinner. He picks the handoff and then takes the ball himself and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and Alex Scully come up and stuck him.
Ball with Elijah Barnes on that tackle.
And for a loss of about 2 yards. We'll call it 1 yard, a long one. So third down and 11 for Keokuk.
Version of the zone read there. All he's doing, the quarterback on that, is reading defensive end. When our defensive end, Estrada, came up and took away the handoff with the running back, quarterback keeps it. Goalie and Barnes there to slam the door shut.
Okay, Skinner's back to pass, rolling to the right-hand side. Throws the ball downfield, and in and out of the hands of Matt Wyatt. He would have had first down yardage around the 30, but the ball hit him right in the hands near the near sideline and just glanced off of it. Fortunate for Fort Madison. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 11. I'm sure Keokuk will go for this. Well, I'm thinking he would, that they would at least. That was a good play there. Just didn't make the connection. Just didn't pull the ball in. It's a good throw and everything by the quarterback.
Because sometimes the ball right at you in your hands is the hardest one to catch.
Yep, Keokuk is in a punting formation. And the kick is off on the right-hand side, and that's going to float down inside the 10 and just die right there at the 5-yard line. It's a good kick by the punter.
Yeah, it definitely took Chiefs bounce. It could have went to the end zone.
Yeah. We got that kick off quick and kept it away from our return. So Fort Madison with 1:45 to go in the first quarter, leading 27-0. Will take over at their own 5-yard line.
Wouldn't surprise me if we see a little heavy dose of Alex Scully here for a few plays to get us out of deep in our own territory.
Nice long drive would be nice. Chew up some clock. Barker in the shotgun, and we have a timeout before the snap by Keokuk. Yes, Keokuk called timeout. Okay, we're going to go ahead with a message from our sponsors.
Member of the BloodHound Booster Club today. There are a variety of support levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your student prepare to take the ACT test. Contact Elliott's Test Kitchen at www.tkef.org or call them at 319-250-9052.
The name
Okay, we're back here at Calvert Stadium in Keokuk, Iowa. Fort Madison taking the ball, first down and 5 at their own 5-yard line, taking over on offense, leading 27-0.
Yes, Calvert Stadium's kind of a neat place. It really is a neat setting over here. And
Gully takes that ball over right tackle, and he's in the secondary, and he's making a few moves. And let's see if he can avoid this. Oh, he just got pushed out of bounds, or he would have went the whole length of the field. He was pushed out about the 44-yard line of Fort Madison, so a 39-yard run by Gully over right tackle.
well, sometimes that heavy dose comes in just one play.
Well, once he hit that secondary, but like you were talking about earlier, he hit that hole hard, and before you knew it, he was in the secondary and he was out running people. So the Bloodhounds, first down 10 up their own 44.
Alex got away with leaning. They got a penalty on the Bloodhounds on Elijah Barr, on Lorenzo Riles false start, but they could have got goalie for the same thing in the backfield, leaning forward a little bit.
Shaymore Red Donald took that snap for the Bloodhounds.
You're correct. Shaymore is in the backfield.
In the quarterback position. So Shaymore's still out there with Alex Gully in the backfield as the running back. So Shaymore's in at quarterback. And Shaymore is a keeper. Goes over the right for, a loss of maybe another yard. So the first and 15 is now going to be second and probably around 16 yards to go, or maybe right at the line of scrimmage. So second and 15 for the Bloodhounds at the 39.
Barker's back in at quarterback. Be interesting to talk to Coach Schiffman after the game. Was that planned to have Shaymore in there with Barker out, or were they just was Barker have a little injury there? But either way, he's back in now.
He's scrambling to the right, and he gets out past the line of scrimmage for a minimal gain. Yeah, it's almost like he wasn't prepared, maybe equipment or maybe something.
Sure.
Or maybe he just wanted to get some snaps in with Shamor back
Sure.
there.
That's new, putting Shamor in there in the backfield, but interesting with his athletic ability. You have a lot of good things happen with him back there. Brings you a little different strengths. Obviously throwing is probably not going to be his strength, but his feet can take him a lot of places.
Yes, that's going to be 3rd and 16 from our own 38. Barker hands off to Gully, who goes over the left side. He cuts out left, and he is in the wide open again. He's crossed midfield. He's got a first down. He's trying to stay in bounds, and he is finally tackled by Anthony Protratz of Keokuk down at the Keokuk 42-yard lines, or maybe they'll make it the 41-yard line.
Right now, the left side of Fort Madison's offensive line, Heath Honig at left guard and Elijah Barnes left tackle, are absolutely dominating the Keokuk Chiefs front line, along with Quentin Estrada from that sniffer back, H-back look, making huge holes for Gully.
Shamor takes the snap, and there's a keeper out to the right-hand side. Looks like there's a penalty flag down. Shamor picked up about a yard.
I think we're going to get holding on Chance on that play.
I think it's just a new look.
It's kind of like that, back about 10 years ago when they brought, the Wildcat look was a fad that many teams did. Made it kind of a Wildcat look, Shamor being primarily a split end. Just put his speed in the backfield, snapping the ball, and let him run.
Yes, and that's a 10-yard holding penalty from the spot, so that's going to bring up second down at about 23. And Barker takes the snap. He's back in the game. Quick pass out to the right. Again, that's to Estrada, who does a nice job.
Nice job keeping his balance, getting a few 4 or 5 extra yards on that.
So that's going to pick up about 12, 13 yards. So that's going to make third down a lot easier. But I think that's going to run the quarter out. So for Madison, when they come back for the second quarter, they're going to have about a third down and 9 from their Keokuk 40-yard line. So we'll take a break also.
Become a member of the BloodHound Booster Club today. There are a variety of support levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your student prepare to take the ACT test. Contact Elliott's Test Kitchen at www.tkef.org or call them at 319-250-9052.
We're back at Keokuk's Calvert Stadium. And again, we're going to start at the second quarter. It's 27 Fort Madison, 0 for Keokuk.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier about Calvert Stadium, we really have some neat stadiums that we're able to go and see here in Southeast Iowa. Fairfield's got the Cool Bowl. Oskaloosa, beautiful, being with William Penn. And, of course, Solon's a nice, newer stadium. It's great to see some great places to play football here.
Okay, the first play of this second quarter, Gully goes out to the right, turns the corner along the sideline and takes it all the way down, makes a cut or two and takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line of Keokuk for a Fort Madison first down. So it'll be a 1st and 10. I'm wondering if they're going to call that goal. Looks like it's just going to be just inside the 10. So 1st and goal for the BloodHounds. Good run by Gully. Barker's back to pass. So
Chance is wide open. Overthrew him.
The ball was in the air a long time. All the way from the right hash, all the way to the left corner in the back of the end zone. Was that Riles he was going after there?
Yep.
Lorenzo Riles was the intended target.
Yeah, Chance was open in the front of the end zone. Zoe was in the back and just overthrew Zoe in the back of the end zone.
So that's going to bring up second down and goal for the Bloodhounds just inside the 10-yard line of Keokuk. Got Gully in the backfield with Barker. We got Shantz and Allen over to the right. Lorenzo to the left. Quick pass to the right. Logan Allen takes the pass, makes a move or two, gets inside down near the 5-yard line before he's tackled by a slew of Keokuk Chiefs. So about a 4 or 5 yard gain for Logan Allen.
Again, Coach Schiffman spreading the ball around to plenty of different Bloodhounds so far this game. That's probably the sixth, maybe 6 or so Bloodhound that touched the ball tonight.
Third down and goal then. Hand off to Gully, and he goes over right tackle, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. He didn't get touched till he hit the goal line. So another 6 points for the Bloodhounds, and that brings the score up to 33-0. Fort Madison over Keokuk. Don't hear that too many times over the years.
No, quite the feeling that to come in here and be able to put that many points up on a team that you've struggled with for the last so many years. And that's just a testament to these young men out there. They've had a lot of success against Keokuk growing up from middle school on through the early years of high school, and they have the confidence to know they come in and could do that again tonight.
AJ Knowlton go ahead and kicks the extra point, so it's 34-0. Fort Madison with 10:58 to go in the first half. Early success this season for the Bloodhounds, and then we started playing some real quality teams, and we had a little bit of success and went into some powerhouses, and all kinds of things happening within the team. We had some injuries that caused us some issues. We don't have Diego Lozano tonight.
Yeah.
Who's been super as a sophomore this year, playing both middle linebacker or the linebacker area, and also as a backup running back to Alex Gully. So it's kind of a shame not to see him out here after last week.
Yeah, and it's nice to see these guys kind of get back. Obviously, we still have a lot of game to play. I don't want to take anything away from Keokuk, but right now we're playing with a lot of confidence, and it's something that Bloodhound football has to learn. You got to play with that type of confidence, no matter who your opponent is. I think Coach Schiffman started to change the culture to get in that direction, and hope it continues. Yeah,
they look confident, and they feel good about themselves now. You can see that. Kickoff is taken by Sean Young again about the 5-yard line. This time he's going to get, arm tackle didn't work. He gets on the left hand, out over the 30-yard line near the left hand sidelines before he finally steps out. He avoided one tackler. And stepped out of bounds. He's a good returner. Made some good moves there. So Keokuk's going to take over about the 36-yard line, it looks like, on their own side of the field.
That's one thing, though, Coach Schiffman and I talked about when he first took over the job. The key for this team and any of the future teams Bloodhound to have success, it's not going to be the X's and O's. It's not going to be the strength or the speed or the size. We're going to have that. It's the 100% being able to believe in themselves and each other and the coaches. And once that happens, great things are going to happen for the Bloodhounds.
And it's been a fun year to do that. Real quick, Skinner threw a pass over left-hand side, was defended well by Shamor Red Donald.
Shamor almost came down with the pick. Even though he missed it on video, trust us. Nice play. Nice play by Shamor.
It was intended for Sean Young, but Shamor had a good position on him on the inside, and the receiver had to play defensive back and smack that down a little bit.
Yeah, I got off topic again. I got excited talking about the future of the program. I missed the play.
Okay, so second down and 10 for Keokuk. A fake handoff and a keeper for the quarterback, and Elijah Barnes met him in the backfield. So
Elijah Barnes is a wrecking machine right now. He's lined up over the 3 technique over the guard. The center's blocking back on him. The center wanted no piece of him. He blows right through the center and able to take down the quarterback for a 1-yard loss.
So it'll be 3rd and 11 for Keokuk from their 30-yard line. Skinner's in the shotgun. He's got Tanio Smith in the backfield with him. And Skinner throws the ball quick out to the right, and it's caught by Sean Young, who makes a good move and is brought down on a solo tackle. That was Nick Carter on the tackle.
22 Nick Carter. Not bad. That's first down of the game for Keokuk, if I'm not mistaken.
But there's that quick pass out to the right, and the receiver made a good move to be able to stretch out and get that first down for Keokuk. So 1st and 10 from their 42. Keokuk's got Skinner in the shotgun. Sean Young out to the left by himself. Handed off to the running back. Guy in motion came across.
Number 31, Matt Wyatt on that jet sweep. Again, out of the pistol look. Great play by Harley Pettiman there. Harley's juniors over the last few weeks started to see more playing time. And Harley, just like Clinton earlier on the jet, took on his blocker, was able to hold him up a little bit, get off his block, and make the play. That's tough. That is not easy to do. Great coaching in the practices to be able to work over that. Nice job, Harley.
Yeah, Keokuk's going to call timeout here. Would be a 2nd and 14. That was a 4-yard loss on that play. So on that jet sweep. So I want to go ahead and thank our sponsors again. Midwest One Bank, Pizza Hut, Fort Colony Restaurant, Wonder Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Subarena Sandwich Shop, Rashid Drug, Mann's McDonald, Hy-Vee Food Store, Elliott Test Kitchen, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, and the BloodHound Booster Club. We encourage you to please be sure to stop by and tell them thank you for making all this possible. You guys can, if you can't make it down to Keokuk here tonight, be able to watch the broadcast and see some success tonight for the BloodHounds so far. So it's 34-0. BloodHounds, 9:02 to go in the second quarter.
Be nice to score at least once more here before half and keep them out of the end zone in the process and get that 35-point lead and running clock going second half. It'd be nice to be on that side of the scoreboard for once.
Yeah, I think the defenses want to make sure to try to make a stop here. A little pressure on Skinner. He finally gets the ball off, and that ball was knocked down, well defended by Lorenzo Riles. It was intended for Wyatt.
Great defense by Riles, but great pressure up front. Good thing that Skinner got rid of it when he did. He was about ready to feel some heat.
He did a ball fake there, and Elijah Barnes got his mitts up in the air like he was going to knock that down. But so 3rd and 14 for the 38. Skinner's back to pass, a quick throw off to the left, and it's caught, and he is stopped.
Short of the first down.
Yeah, it was Elijah Barnes got out there, got in on that tackle around the legs. Off on the left-hand side there. So
Caleb Wood with some nice pressure there on the quarterback. He wasn't sure what to do at first when he's coming untouched. And one thing you teach defensive linemen, if they're coming in untouched to the backfield, 99% of the time it's either screen or draw. They kind of got caught in no man's land for a little bit, then is able to recover and still put pressure on the quarterback.
That's going to be a 4th down and 5 for Keokuk from their 47. They're in punting formation. And he is
fake punt.
He throws the ball out, and that ball's going to be incomplete and overthrown.
Good job.
That punter takes off to the right-hand side. He is probably still running.
Yeah, it looks like if he just kept running, he might be able to run that for the first down. I think he threw it a little too soon.
Yeah.
Well defended by Nick Carter. Way to stay on your duty and guard that guy.
We didn't apply any pressure on that kick that time, so I think everybody kind of stayed home a little bit.
Yep.
But either way, that's turned over on downs to the BloodHounds, so the BloodHounds will take over 1st and 10 at the Keokuk 47. Again, leading 34-0. 8:07 to go here in the first half.
I think we need to give a little shout-out love to the big linemen up front. Alec Kraft at right tackle, Sam Hayes at right guard, Dalton Mabius at center, Heath Honick left guard, and Elijah Barnes at left tackle. You can see great job Heath pulling there around to lead up on that power play. Good clean block back by Mabius on that. Makes some big holes tonight for the running back, Alex Goley.
The goalie goes for 9 yards there. Like you said, they opened up a big hole for him just to spurt through there. Skinner on defense came up and made a nice tackle on Gully to keep him from probably going the distance. So, but it was bring up about an 8-yard gain. So 2nd down and 2 for the Bloodhounds, and a snap and
that Wildcat formation again.
You see the speed there. Shaymore.
And actually, remember last year, Shaymore actually can throw the ball. He doesn't practice it a lot, but his speed, he's definitely a little faster than Lennon in the backfield. It's just a little change of pace going on with him in the backfield, and that's kind of fun to see.
That time you really saw the speed come out of him.
He hit the line of scrimmage very smoothly, but very, very fast.
Shaymore's in the quarterback position again. He takes the snap, and he takes off, picks a hole over the left-hand side, misses has a tackler miss a few times.
Another flag down on the play. I think this one's coming back.
I'm wondering if that's one of those little block.
Could be. Another holding.
I think I call it a hold. But I'm kind of wondering if that, when the Keokuk's lineman was down, like he maybe got chopped or something. But they called it a holding. So a spot foul. It's going to back up Fort Madison. Just about the full 10 yards. So it'll be 1st and 20 from the 38 for the Bloodhounds. Barker's back in at quarterback. These linemen on offense are playing, both ways, most of them, and they've controlled the line of scrimmage pretty well tonight on both sides. So Gully in the backfield. Barker's back to pass. He throws hard off to the left and goes through Lorenzo Riles' fingertips right around the 30. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 20 for the Bloodhounds.
Here comes Trey Kuntz back into the ball game.
And Logan Allen and Trey Kuntz to the right, along with Chance Red Donald. So we got 3 to the right. And Riles up to the left-hand side with Gully in the backfield. Barker's back at quarterback in the shotgun. He's back to pass. He got pressure, rolled to the left a little bit, and had a short pass out to Riles for maybe a gain of about 3. So not a very big gain on that, but there's some pressure coming up front into Barker's face, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 17 yards to go for the Bloodhounds. Barker's back to pass. Little flip out to Gully on the right-hand side. He makes a move on one player, and he bulls over another. And
well short of the 1st down still.
Good amount of yards are picked up by Gully. Made one good move, kind of broke the ankles on one of the defenders, and then bullied over a second one. So it's going to be about 4th down and 6, and Fort Madison looks like they're going to go for it. Got 3 receivers to the right. I think he was trying to draw him off again.
Barker was trying to do the hard count there to get Keokuk to jump. Good job by Keokuk not jumping there. Calls timeout. Okay. You think Coach Schiffman going to go for the long field goal here, possibly? Be interested to see what he decides to do. A.J. Nolting, junior kicker, does have one heck of a leg. I remember last year in practices, he was, 50 yards field goal wasn't unheard of. Now, kicking a 50-yard in practice versus kicking a 50-yard in game with a lot of pressure, obviously 2 different things, but he's definitely got the leg strength.
Yeah, we've seen him out in warm-ups before the games before, out just kind of kicking off to the side. and he'd be kicking balls that would look like they would probably make the distance from around the 35, 40-yard distance. Well, it would be actually 10 yards longer than that, so 45, 50-yard distance.
Yeah, you figure with the field goal, whatever yard line you're on, add 17 to that. And there's your field goal difference. Your 10 yards to accommodate for the length of the end zone, and then most kickers kick from about 7 yards behind the center. So whatever yard line you're on plus 17 is going to tell you what your distance for the field goal is going to be. Pros, it may be even a little closer to 18 yards.
Fort Madison's coming back out in the offensive set. So 4th down and 6 from the Keokuk 24-yard line. See what they come up with here after they called a timeout. We have Riles to the left. That ball's handed off to Gully, who goes left tackle, does not get a first down. We had a lot of linemen in on that play there. Extra lineman or two. So Keokuk's going to take over on downs. And they're going to begin, looks like about their own 23-yard line with 5:55 to go in the first half. 34-0 Fort Madison. Looks like we got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Skinner takes these back to pass. He throws deep down right, and that's an interception.
Oh, no, incomplete.
What are they going to call it?
They got called that he had it or not.
Looks like he had the ball.
He didn't come down with, he had it when he hit, but the ball did get away. It's interesting to see what they're going to call here. Oh, they said that he did hold on to it, that the ground caused it.
It did look like he come down. He landed on his back, but he had the ball in his hands, and then it squirted away as he skidded along.
They said he must have had control of the ball as he hit. I know Keokuk coaches aren't very happy about that.
Who was that?
Nick Carter.
Is that Nick Carter?
That was Nick Carter on the interception. That's a tough play.
The receiver was kind of sandwiched. Somebody deep and somebody on the inside. That would have been a tough ball to get in there. And Carter came up with the interception. First down, 10 Bloodhounds with their own 45. Barker hands off to Gully, who
another flag
slips
here.
around, goes over right tackle, and is down for about a 10-yard gain. We'll see what the referee who threw the flag, he went over and just spotting the ball where Gully was tackled. So to see what the referee calls here.
Illegal substitution. They must have had 12 guys in the huddle, or inside the numbers before the snap of the ball. I didn't see it myself, but that's a sign for illegal substitution.
And they declined the penalty, an 11-yard gain from Gully. He went right up the middle, but then kind of banked off to the right tackle area where that came open. And right about the area where Alec Kraft is. And Sam Hayes opening up that right-hand side again. So, first down and 10 Bloodhounds from the Keokuk 44. Barker, that quarterback. He's back to pass. Throws off to the left side. And that was, I think, intended for Trey Kuntz, it looked like, but it was incomplete. They're talking about something down here.
Hey, stop. 66, stop.
There's some Bloodhounds are upset about something.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know what was happening, a little extra curricular activity between number 64, Jerry Glenn for Keokuk, and Alex Kraft. It looked like Sam Hayes was coming in to
now flag comes flying. I think that's going to be.
Officials not very happy with Matt McGackey.
Yeah.
Coach McGackey just got a penalty called on. I don't know if it's a warning or if it's an actual 15-yard.
No, it's a 15-yard.
Sportsmanlike on the sideline.
Well, McGackey was about 5 yards out.
Oh, he was out by the numbers. He wasn't happy. I'm not sure exactly. If he thought the Fort Madison kids is sideline. Yeah, it's a sideline warning.
That's better that way.
Yeah, I mean,
the way the game is going right now. Better just to give him a warning and let Mr. McGackey have what he had to say, and let's carry on.
Matt has done a great job here as the Keokuk head coach, and he's usually not one to argue unless he's pretty confident what he saw.
Yeah, Gully goes over right tackle, and he's in the defensive backfield again, and he makes another move, and he's inside the 10, 5, and he's going to go for a 44-yard touchdown run.
Except that one's coming back. We got another holding call.
Goodness sakes. Gully was through that hole so fast. So that's going to pull that 44-yard touchdown run by Gully. He made several moves on there. And it's going to bring it back for a 10-yard. Now let's get an official call here. I'm sure it's a 10-yard holding penalty. Did they call that already?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So 2nd and 20 from our own 46-yard line for Fort Madison. I think Gully's a little winded there.
Well, we didn't make that long of a run. He's used to running sprints and track and in practice, so he should be all right. Gully is a state qualifier caliber 100-meter, 200-meter dash participant in boys track, so he's used to doing those things.
Barker's back to pass, and it's out to Chance Red. Donald has to dive to make the reception. Good catch by Chance. Just across midfield for a minimal gain. About 5 yards. So 3rd and 15 for the Bloodhounds, just on the Keokuk side of the field. That's one of those passes that he caught. Didn't mean a whole lot in this game, but that might make a difference in a big game one of these times. Good hands. Gully takes the ball, goes up the middle, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage before he's brought down by a couple Chiefs.
A decent crowd by the Bloodhounds here tonight. Just pan around, look at everybody here. We haven't traveled that well the first 2 away games, but those are also 2 hours away. This is only our 3rd and final away game of the year, and being it's only a half hour, we're going to bring a little more crowd. Plus, I think people at Fort Madison were anticipating a Bloodhound victory tonight. Maybe not anticipating this type of score, though.
Punt by Barker. And it takes a Fort Madison roll. Got it nice and high, and then it rolled down inside the 10, and down by the Bloodhounds. So Keokuk will take over just inside their own 10-yard line with 3:08 to go here in the first half. We have a lot of fans sitting out in the grass, and
it's a beautiful night out here. It's in the probably low 70s right now, and compared to the tropical storm we had on Tuesday, it seemed like with the rain. That was unbelievable. We couldn't even get the 7th grade game in versus Keokuk up at Fort Madison. 8th grade able to get the first half in down here. That was unbelievable without a amount of rain we had.
Skinner's back to pass, and he's rolling out to the right with pressure, and that's going to be
I think we have a bad call by the official here. Chance was going through the receiver to get the ball, and they called interference on him. He's going for the ball.
He is not even going towards the receiver.
Yeah,
he's going for the
he's
ball.
He's not just as much as right as the ball as the receiver does, but
And you had 2 flags that came in, both seeing apparently the same thing.
Yeah. So
kind of a tough call there.
You don't want Chance to stop doing that, having that type of aggression.
I don't think he saw. I mean, he knew the receiver was coming, but
right. You could tell he was looking at ball the whole, going after ball the whole way. Either way, first down Keokuk.
Yeah, at their 24. They got 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Skinner in the backfield by himself. And some pressure by the Bloodhounds, and Skinner throws the ball over the middle, and it was overthrown again. Shaymore had coverage on the receiver there. The ball was just overthrown. If it had been on target, it would have been a good catch. But a little different look there from Keokuk with 4 receivers out the right-hand side. We were getting pressure.
Yeah, the camera stayed, though, on the lineman that time because, we got to give the lineman some love, being a big guy myself. we'll have to make sure those guys get as much recognition since their names are never in the paper.
Well, 5 blocking on 4. They got pressure, and they're doing it again. And finally get to him,
was that
finally.
big guy that time?
Who was that got on there?
That's Alec Kraft with getting his paws on that back of the jersey of the quarterback and bringing him down. You saw Alex only had a hold of him, the jersey, with one hand.
It almost looked like a screen, didn't it? They got in there so hard.
Yeah, it could have been part of that, but that shows you how strong Alex is. And that's a testament to our athletic enhancement program, which is run by Coach Doherty. Our kids are pretty strong, pretty athletic nowadays. Thanks to that, you could tell just one single hand grip, and he was able to bring the quarterback down.
Skinner rolls out to the left and gets the ball out real quick, incomplete on the near side. So on 3rd and 15 from their own 17, that's going to make it 4th down now for Keokuk, just with 2:09 to go here in the first half.
Looks like Keokuk, obviously, punting situation for Keokuk. As a coach, he's like, "What the heck? What do you got? What do you got to lose? Might as well go for it." Then at the same time, you're down 34 points going into halftime. Do you really want to put Fort Madison in that great a field position right before half? So they're going to go ahead and punt it away.
Probably a smart move, looks like. Fort Madison's getting no pressure. Nice kick. This punter does a nice job kicking the ball. Gets it nice and high. It goes off Shant's chest. He picks it back up just inside the 35, and then he's taken down after about a 5-yard return.
That's actually on the punts, like in those situations, the NFL philosophy, that when the defense or the offense is backed up deep in their own territory and they're going to punt, in the NFL, they don't go for that block. They actually try to set the return, figuring the block is such a difficult play to make. Set up your return. You're already going to get a decent field position with being that deep. Now maybe get a little bit better. They actually go for the blocks when the punt team has a short field to kick into to try to keep that team from pinning them back into a corner. Very much there for Fort Madison, same concept.
That was quite okay, Alex Gully over the left-hand side, big hole. He's in the defensive backfield again, over midfield, and then inside the 40-yard line. Nice run, nice blocking up front. Alex, nice big gain, but he didn't have anybody touch him until he was in the defensive backfield again. So that's about a 22, 23-yard gain for Alex Gully. So 1:48 to go with the clock running. Barker's back, rolls to the right, quick pass over to the right side to Estrada again. It's a nice pass to him, and he gets knocked out of bounds finally inside the 30. That's a good call there earlier, Andy, because that seems to be open quite a bit.
Seems to be open, and right now you're like we said many times, you're auditioning for the Washington game. At this point in time, you're making them realize they're going to have to. Don't look at our record right now. They're going to have to defend a lot of weapons on our offense.
Yep, something else for them to think about. Gully takes the ball up the middle and makes a move a little or two before he's brought down inside the 15. Again, big hole for Gully. And he is a first down inside the 15. It's going to be first down BloodHounds at the 13-yard line of Keokuk. I think they're wanting to get another score in here before halftime. 1:37 to go before half.
You're not quite at that 35-point lead yet, so.
That is a nice pass.
Oh, just off.
Oh, they're gonna.
And he hit the player with the flag. So interesting what this call will be. I would assume it's got to be on the defense. We didn't have any offensive players around there.
Lorenzo Riles just did like a little post. And Barker just flicked the ball.
I think they're saying that the defensive back pushed him down, so they're called defensive pass interference.
Yeah, I think he got a hold of him a little bit when he made that move towards the end zone. And the ball was thrown low, and Riles almost came up with it. But either way, it's penalty, so first down, BloodHounds at about the 7-yard line. Barker's back to pass.
That's out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he throws deep in the left-hand side. He is 5 yards out of the end zone there.
Gotta get a little more touch up and over on that pass there. It's a difficult pass to complete.
Anthony Portrat, is it Portrats?
Portraz.
Yeah, the defensive back there was playing Lorenzo very well on that play, though.
It's interesting. A lot of teams will practice that play by putting garbage cans in the back corner of the end zone and have the quarterback drop back and try to throw the ball into the garbage can. That's the right angle they're going to need.
Gully goes over right tackle, and he is in the end zone for another Fort Madison touchdown. So that brings it up to 40-0 Fort Madison with 1:25 to go here in the first half. And A.J. Nolting's in there for the extra point. Okay, the extra point is up, and it is good. So with 1:25 to go in the first half, Fort Madison leads Keokuk 41-0. It's just one of those where you're finally decided just to hand the ball off to Gully and let him do something with it. Try to give Washington something to look at or think about next week with those outside passes like that. So I think our sponsor is Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Elliott Test Kitchen, Hy-Vee Food Store, Mann's McDonald's, Rashid Drug, Subarena Sandwich Shop, Wonder Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Fort Colony Restaurant, Pizza Hut, Midwest One Bank, and a Fort Madison Booster Club.
Also want to thank our year-long sponsors, Penn City Current for all the BloodHound first downs, Sunnybrook Assisted Living for all tackles for loss and sacks on the season, and of course Fort Madison Partners for all the BloodHound touchdowns. And there have been a lot of those here tonight. Thank you to those three groups for sponsoring our team throughout the year.
Okay, A.J. Nolting does a kickoff. It's a line drive, one hopper into Young's hands again, and he goes over the left-hand side and is finally brought down about the 25-yard line area. So Keokuk will take over there with 1:15 to go in the first half. I think they're trying to keep him bottled up a little bit. He looks like he was one that could break a little bit of something. He'll be back next year for the Keokuk Chiefs.
Yeah, that's the good thing with the BloodHounds too. If you look at it, yeah, there's a lot of seniors that dominate our team this year, but we got quite a few juniors and even some sophomores getting some good playing time throughout the season for Fort Madison. So our cupboard's not going to be bare next year.
No, it was fun watching the JV game in Fairfield the other night. It was a real competitive game, fun game to watch. Both teams really going at it, but a lot of skill players going on, but it came down to the trenches as far as getting first downs at the end, and where the JV fell by 6 points to Fairfield. But it was a fun game to watch, really entertaining.
You know a name we haven't called tonight, Danon Settles is not dressed for the BloodHounds tonight. Not sure what's going on with Danon, but hopefully he's ready to go next week.
Yes, Keokuk hands off. Guy goes up the middle, and Chance Red Donald comes in and makes a tackle with Carter as an assist. After Keokuk running back gets in there for about 12 yards in the first down.
That was difference for Chance. Chance actually hit him below the knees there. Kid did a big whiplash from it. Usually Chance is hitting you up around the shoulders, and quite the difference tackle for Chance there. Good hit.
But he's fun to watch, but when he comes downhill like that. So just under a minute to go, clock running. Skinner fakes a handoff. All right. Yeah, that was a good pass down inside the Fort Madison, about the 45-yard line of Fort Madison. It was complete to number 31, Matt Wyatt. And Chance came over and made that tackle just as about the time the ball got there. I tell you what, Skinner looks pretty nice the way he's moving around in the backfield with that ball, that quarterback.
Yeah, a little bootleg action there. It actually came back to the weak side of the offense, and 31 did a crossing arrow pattern across the field and open.
Okay, let's see. It's going to be Smith up the middle for Keokuk. Gets inside the 40. It's tackled by Lorenzo Riles is in there. I think Sam Hayes was in there on that tackle also.
Yeah, watch
Shaymore. So down to 20 seconds with the clock running. They're going to try to get another play off here. Keokuk is 2nd and 2 from the 36-yard line of the Bloodhounds.
They got nothing to lose. They might as well.
Out of 10 seconds on the clock. They're out of timeouts. Skinner's back to pass. He's got some pressure and takes off running to the left-hand side, and he runs out of bounds at the 35 with 2.4 seconds to go. Smart idea for Skinner to get out of bounds real quick there to give him another play.
Yep. Good pressure on that play by Caleb Wood, better known as Stumper, to all of his teammates and classmates.
I think that gave him a first down here also. So, are they going to call it? Yep. Yeah, their first down.
Now they gave it to him.
I'm really impressed as a freshman, Skinner, quarterback. He looks good, and he's learning throughout the year, I'm sure.
Yeah, they've got Skinner listed as 5'9". I think he's a little taller than 5'9". Isn't that, he's going to be okay.
Okay, Skinner rolls out to the right-hand side, and he throws off to the right, and it's a complete pass. Title O'Toole. No. That ball, that's going to be a Keokuk caught the ball off the right-hand side, the receiver, and Madison missed a couple tackles out right on the sidelines, right about the 25-yard line, and the receiver come. Again, that was the Anthony Portratz. It looked like the receiver.
That's the one thing you never want to see. Is you don't want to give Keokuk any confidence and any momentum going into halftime, especially when you got the 41-point lead and you get a running clock to start the second half. Now that right now you're still at that running clock, so you really definitely want to hold them here, keep them out of the end zone. But that's the last thing because they can score quickly.
Okay, they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Skinner keeps the ball, goes in, and gets that 2-point conversion.
There goes that running clock to begin the second half. So Bloodhounds are going to have to come back real quick at the.
So that's going to be the end of the first half here in Calvert Stadium, Keokuk, Iowa. Fort Madison leading 41-8, and Keokuk's going to get the ball coming out in the second half. And on parents' night, it's going to be a little longer at halftime, so we're going to turn this over to our sponsors, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes. Again, Fort Madison leading 41-8.
Fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your student prepare to take the ACT test. Contact Elliott's Test Kitchen at www.tkef.org or call them at 319-250-9052.
The name Hy-Vee has become synonymous with quality products, low prices, and superior customer service. Our slogan, a helpful smile in every aisle, expresses the foundation of our corporate philosophy. So shop Hy-Vee in Fort Madison, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. Wondra Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotaping, and even school physicals. They're located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G. Rashid Pharmacy and Rashid Long-Term Care, servicing nursing homes. Serving you for over 40 years with free prescription service, drive-up window and mailing, full line of herbals and vitamins, home health care. Rashid Pharmacy. Call them at 372-2300.
Midwest One Bank, with 26 branch locations plus specialized home loan center, you're never more than a hop, skip, and a jump away from your local Midwest One Bank. Midwest One Bank in Fort Madison at 926 Avenue G in Fort Madison, or 319-372-3991. and that's www.midwest1.com.
Mann's McDonald's, located in Fort Madison and Burlington. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how well you eat after the game. And Fort Colony Restaurant, located on 53rd Street and Route 61. Open 7 days a week with daily specials and breakfast served all day.
Subarena Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye's Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. Subarena Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L. And also they welcome call-in orders, so you can call 319-372-5001. That's Subarena Sandwich Shop, Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
Become a member of the BloodHound Booster Club today. There are a variety of support levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your student prepare to take the ACT test. Contact Elliott's Test Kitchen at www.tkef.org or call them at 319-250-9052.
The name Hy-Vee has become synonymous with quality products, low prices, and superior customer service. Our slogan, "A helpful smile in every aisle," expresses the foundation of our corporate philosophy. So shop Hy-Vee in Fort Madison, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. Wondra Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotaping, and even school physicals. They're located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G. Rashid Pharmacy and Rashid Long-Term Care, servicing nursing homes. Serving you for over 40 years with free prescription service, drive-up window and mailing, full line of herbals and vitamins, home health care. Rashid Pharmacy. Call them at 372-2300.
Midwest One Bank, with 26 branch locations plus specialized home loan center. You're never more than a hop, skip, and a jump away from your local Midwest One Bank. Midwest One Bank in Fort Madison at 926 Avenue G in Fort Madison, or 319-372-3991, and that's www.midwest1.com.
Mann's McDonald's, located in Fort Madison and Burlington. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how well you eat after the game. And Fort Colony Restaurant, located on 53rd Street and Route 61. Open 7 days a week with daily specials and breakfast served all day.
Subarena Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye's Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. Subarena Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L. And also they welcome call-in orders, so you can call 319-372-5001. That's Subarena Sandwich Shop, Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
Become a member of the BloodHound Booster Club today. There are a variety of support levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your student prepare to take the ACT test. Contact Elliott's Test Kitchen at www.tkef.org or call them at 319-250-9052. 9052.
The name Hy-Vee has become synonymous with quality products, low prices, and superior customer service. Our slogan, "A helpful smile in every aisle," expresses the foundation of our corporate philosophy. So shop Hy-Vee in Fort Madison, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. Wondra Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotaping, and even school physicals. They're located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G. Rashid Pharmacy and Rashid Long-Term Care, servicing nursing homes. Serving you for over 40 years with free prescription service, drive-up window and mailing, full line of herbals and vitamins, home health care. Rashid Pharmacy. Call them at 372-2300.
Midwest One Bank, with 26 branch locations plus specialized home loan center, you're never more than a hop, skip, and a jump away from your local Midwest One Bank. Midwest One Bank in Fort Madison at 926 Avenue G in Fort Madison, or 319-372-3991, and that's www.midwestone.com.
Mann's McDonald's, located in Fort Madison and Burlington. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how well you eat after the game. And Fort Colony Restaurant, located on 53rd Street and Route 61. Open 7 days a week with daily specials and breakfast served all day.
Subarina Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye's Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. Subarina Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L. And also they welcome call-in orders, so you can call 319-372-5001. That's Subarina Sandwich Shop. Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
Become a member of the BloodHound Booster Club today. There are a variety of support levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your student prepare to take the ACT test. Contact Elliott's Test Kitchen at www.tkef.org or call them at 319-250-9052.
The name Hy-Vee has become synonymous with quality products, low prices, and superior customer service. Our slogan, "A helpful smile in every aisle," expresses the foundation of our corporate philosophy. So shop Hy-Vee in Fort Madison, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. Wondra Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotaping, and even school physicals. They're located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G. Rashid Pharmacy and Rashid Long-Term Care, servicing nursing homes. Serving you for over 40 years with free prescription service, drive-up window and mailing, full line of herbals and vitamins, home health care. Rashid Pharmacy. Call them at 372-2300.
Midwest One Bank, with 26 branch locations plus specialized home loan center, you're never more than a hop, skip, and a jump away from your local Midwest One Bank. Midwest One Bank in Fort Madison at 926 Avenue G in Fort Madison, or 319-372-3991, and that's www.midwestone.com.
Mann's McDonald's, located in Fort Madison and Burlington. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how well you eat after the game. And Fort Colony Restaurant, located on 53rd Street and Route 61. Open 7 days a week with daily specials and breakfast served all day.
Subarina Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye's Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. Subarina Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L. And also, they welcome call-in orders, so you can call 319-372-5001. That's Subarina Sandwich Shop. Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
Become a member of the BloodHound Booster Club today. There are a variety of support levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your student prepare to take the ACT test. Contact Elliott's Test Kitchen at www.tkef.org or call them at 319-250-9052.
The name Hy-Vee has become synonymous with quality products, low prices, and superior customer service. Our slogan, "A helpful smile in every aisle," expresses the foundation of our corporate philosophy. So shop Hy-Vee in Fort Madison, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle. Wondra Family Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Doctors Tim and Lori Wondra provide chiropractic, acupuncture, therapies, kinesiotaping, and even school physicals. They're located in downtown Fort Madison at 724 Avenue G. Rashid Pharmacy and Rashid Long-Term Care, servicing nursing homes. Serving you for over 40 years with free prescription service, drive-up window and mailing, full line of herbals and vitamins, home health care. Rashid Pharmacy. Call them at 372-2300.
Midwest One Bank, with 26 branch locations plus specialized home loan center. You're never more than a hop, skip, and a jump away from your local Midwest One Bank. Midwest One Bank in Fort Madison at 926 Avenue G in Fort Madison, or 319-372-3991, and that's www.midwestone.com.
Mann's McDonald's, located in Fort Madison and Burlington. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how well you eat after the game. And Fort Colony Restaurant, located on 53rd Street and Route 61. Open 7 days a week with daily specials and breakfast served all day.
Subarina Sandwich Shop, winner of the Taste of the Tri-States, voted #1 in Hawkeye's Reader's Choice for Best Sub and Soft Drink. Subarina Sandwich Shop, located at 2805 Avenue L. And also, they welcome call-in orders, so you can call 319-372-5001. That's Subarina Sandwich Shop. Jacqueline Lumsden, owner.
Become a member of the BloodHound Booster Club today. There are a variety of support levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Okay, we're back here at Calvert Stadium in Keokuk, getting ready for the second half football between the Keokuk Chiefs and the Fort Madison Bloodhounds.
Unofficial stat from the first half, Alex Goley has 19 carries for 242 yards. Thanks to our football statisticians, Ryan Smith and Tom Waljasper. Appreciate those guys' work throughout the year. Help provide our coaching staff with the stats they need to prepare for the second half and for the following week, obviously.
So let's see how Fort Madison handles this big lead here being the third quarter. We got into that range where we'd have a continuous clock, but Keokuk went right down the field.
Yeah, so we were kind of hoping for that, to keep Keokuk out of the end zone, and unfortunately that didn't happen. They're going to start off with the ball in the second half. Fort Madison really needs to put this game away, have a quick 3 downs and out, and take the ball right down the field and score, and get that running clock going, and see if we get some different guys into the ball game.
Yeah. So Fort Madison was out quick and heavy in the first quarter, and got off to a pretty good sized lead. Made some mistakes that cost them a couple scores, or maybe even one score here in the second quarter.
Well, I think Alex Coley probably has another 80 to 90 yards rushing if it wasn't for penalties.
And those penalties probably had nothing to do with, or had little to do with anything he had done on the play.
Correct. We do have an update. Washington and Oskaloosa are playing tonight. Winner of that game essentially doesn't completely lock up second place and a playoff berth, but it's pretty close to it. Washington leads Oskaloosa 13-7 at the end of the first quarter.
We're a little earlier start here in Keokuk tonight, a 7 o'clock start, so those other games are gonna be more of a, wait and see what the score is, a little bit behind. So
A.J. Knowlton continuing with the kickoff duties for Fort Madison. Fort Madison does a traditional run up to the ball, fakes the onside kick, but team's got to be ready. You never know when they're going to pull that off. Don't kick off deep. Caught on the 10-yard line by the Keokuk. Return, nice run up the field. So the 25-30, 35 tackled on the 36-yard line by number 81, Harley Penniman, and number 4, Logan Allen. Nice special teams tackle in open field by those 2 young men.
Andy, it took me one play to miss that on the camera. So,
and you're the expert at it.
It's easy. It's easy to miss.
Keokuk's going to start with the 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Ball on the right hash, opening up. With the trips look to the right-hand side. This is the same formation they had when they had the bootleg back on the arrow route. Draw up the middle. Carried by number 45, Antonio Smith, for a big carry.
Looked like Nick Carter on the tackle there, along with Shaymore Red Donald.
Ball's now on Fort Madison's 49-yard line, 1st and 10 after that draw. Snap. Quarterback Reed wide open up the middle. Keokuk's done some adjustments on their blocking scheme. Big gain by quarterback Skinner. Ball's moved down to the Fort Madison 34-yard line.
But his eyes were big when he saw that size of that hole.
That hole was quite big. 15-yard gain by the freshman quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Pistol eye look by the Chiefs. Hands off to I-back. It looks to be like number 45, Antonio Smith again. Loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 12 for the Chiefs.
I think Dalton Mabius might have been in there. This Keokuk team did score a touchdown on Solon late in the game when they come down here to play him.
Like I said, X's and O's wise, Coach McGackey does a real nice job, and they make some good halftime adjustments. And like I said, we don't want them to get any momentum because you never know. Motion by the wing back. Quarterback rolling out to the right-hand side. Caught by number 44, Callum Takis.
That was a really good pass. A lot of patience by Skinner there, and good hands by the receiver right there on the sideline. But the defense was pretty much bottled everything up. Anything deep on that play looked like.
Yeah, great job. 5-yard gain on the play. 3rd down and 7 for Keokuk. Ball sitting on the 31-yard line. Quarterback still in that pistol shotgun looks. Single back set for the Chiefs with that H-back to the right. He goes in motion. Quarterback drop back to pass. Looking for a post, number 7. Anthony Potraz, that pass is incomplete, thrown over his head. Brings up 4th down for the Chiefs, exactly what the Bloodhounds needed.
Yeah, Nick Carter was back there in coverage, and the ball was overthrown, but Nick, again, was back there in a good position. So if that ball would have been thrown on the line, he would have been right there, been able to make a play on the ball.
It was real nice to get Nick Carter back out for football. He earlier in the season wasn't quite so sure if his heart was into it, and after a couple of weeks he realized he missed it, and he's done a nice job stepping in. Gives us a little flexibility defense. Keokuk lines up with the 4 receivers to the left, not quite a diamond look, single receiver to right, empty backfield set.
They got 3 defenders on them, plus Chance Red Donald back in the secondary.
Keokuk had a couple of receivers not even move. Pressured by Quentin Estrada. Quarterback rolls back, throws it deep, out of bounds, incomplete. Turnover on downs now. Fort Madison will take over on their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, Estrada was back in there giving that pressure. And, he was right, and Skinner had to battle. He did get out to where he get a good pass off, but by then it was too late. So, good play getting Estrada. He was coming unblocked and right at Skinner. So Bloodhounds take over. So Barker's hands off to Gully. Gully goes up the middle. He's in the defensive backfield. Breaks a tackle and is finally brought down on this side of the 50-yard line. So good hole up front by the offensive line. Got Gully broke pretty quick on that. So first down, Fort Madison at their Keokuk 47.
Okay, Fort Madison lined up in their spread look, single back set. Alex Gully. Barker in the shotgun rolls out to his right. There's Estrada again, that flat look, incomplete, just off his fingertips. Bring up second down and 10 for the Bloodhounds. 9:58 left to go in the third quarter. And we do have some weather starting to move into the area. It's not quite here yet. There are some storms that are developing just north of Kirksville, almost to Memphis, Missouri. Looks like they continue on the path they're going to. They're going to miss us, but we should be well enough into this game that we'll be able to get it in without an issue. Spread formation again, single back Scully. Hand off to Gully up the middle, makes a nice little cut up. There he explodes up. Nice, great run for Gully there. Looks to be about a 15, 16-yard gain. That's a first down for the Bloodhounds.
Skinner come up from his defensive back position and made that tackle, probably saved a touchdown.
Thank you again to Penn City Current for sponsoring all first downs this year.
Yes.
I think Fort Madison's only punted once, maybe twice on the night. They've had a great job, done a great job keeping those chains moving and putting the ball into the end zone, and need another one there. Change up in the backfield, freshman Caleb McLaurin to the backfield. Throw out by Gully to the right-hand side, Logan Allen on a little flare pattern. Looks like even like a bubble screen. Logan's hit immediately after he catches it for a 2-yard loss. Going to bring up second and 12 for the Bloodhounds on the right hash. Ball is on the 33, just inside the 33-yard line of Keokuk.
McLaurin's a freshman, and seen him play in the JV games. He's got some quickness to him.
I watched him quite a bit up at the scrimmage up in Mediapolis earlier in the year, and a couple times he's got in. Caleb's going to be a nice ball player for the Bloodhounds in the future. Big pass by Barker down the right-hand sideline and a go pattern by Chance O'Donnell, incomplete, just over the reach of his fingertips. But going back to Caleb, he's got some nice shifty moves. He's got real good speed. He's a tough, hard-nosed kid. He'll be fun to watch in the future. It's going to bring up third down and 12 yards to go for the Bloodhounds. Spread formation again, Gully in the backfield, single back set. Spies, hand off to Gully. Gully gets stepped up, but he breaks out to the outside around the left-hand end. Stiff arm, runs over the defender. That's good enough for Fort Madison first down. Once again, thank you, Penn City Current. Ball's on the 12-yard line of the Chiefs on the left hash.
Boy, the blocking up front was just beautiful on that. There was just nobody on that left side to come up for the defense to do anything.
Yeah, Keokuk did a nice job of stuffing the hole up where Gully was initially intended to run, but he did a great job moving around the left-hand side and the linemen keeping their blocks. Barker drops back for a pass. Got lucky there. That one in and out of the hands of a Keokuk defender. incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for the Bloodhounds.
Almost looked like it may have been tipped a little bit at the line, maybe.
I'd like to thank all of our viewers out there, Bloodhound Nation, for watching and listening to us tonight on Bloodhound Sports. Special thanks to those who are giving us updates through text on different things they're hearing here from the press box. We appreciate that. Big run up the middle for the Bloodhounds out of spread formation. That's number 1 again, Alex Scully.
That's a Penn City Current first down, and that's going to bring first and goal up for the Bloodhounds at about the 1 yard line.
First and goal. Fort Madison's wasting no time. We got a whistle on the play. Officials timeout. I don't know if we have an equipment issue or worried about a player. He's having a player get out of the game where he must have showed some signs of being injured, or so he's making sure he leaves the ball game. Keokuk brings in number 1, Quason Talton in to replace number 64, Jerry Glenn, for at least one play. Fort Madison first and goal. Spread 2 receivers right, single back set out of the shotgun. Handoff to Alex Scully right at the middle.
That's a touchdown.
Goalie bowls his way in. Touchdown, Fort Madison.
And Fort Madison Partners, touchdown for Alex Scully.
Alex Scully with a nice 1 yard run, bowling his way in for the Fort Madison touchdown. 8:09 left to go in the third quarter. We are now 47 for the Bloodhounds, 8 for the Chiefs.
That was a nice drive that we just did there. It's something that we needed.
They needed, it's a confidence thing getting up to that running clock level, and A.J. Knowlton the kick on the PAT for the Bloodhounds. And that's up, and it's good. 8:09 left to go in your first quarter. Score, Fort Madison 48, Keokuk 8.
Okay, again, want to thank our sponsors, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Elliott Test Kitchen, Hy-Vee Food Store, Mann's McDonald, Rashid Drug, Submarina Sandwich Shop, Wonder Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Fort Colony Restaurant, Pizza Hut, Midwest One Bank, and the Bloodhound Booster Club, along again with Penn City Current, and Sunnybrook Assisted Living, and the Fort Madison Partners. So 8:09 to go in the third. We'll see how this clock is going to start running. As soon as the kickoff goes, they're going to just have a continuous clock unless Keokuk scores.
Yeah, the rule is in Iowa, it's 35-point lead is a continuous clock unless the score does get back below 35, and then we go back to normal clock rules.
Be nice to get a stop here and see some other players come in. See some of our youngsters come in and get some time on offense. Probably get some time on defense here maybe too. So
A.J. Knowlton set to kick off for the Bloodhounds. See if you can get another one into the end zone. End over end kick. That ball does go into the end zone for a touchback. It's always nice when you got a kicker who can put the ball into the end zone and guarantee every time the offense has to drive 80 yards of the field. It's a great weapon to have in AJ, and he's only going to get better next year. Fort Madison's actually been lucky the last couple of years with kickers, with AJ this year and last, before then Braxton Williams. I think Braxton's actually kicking for the college that he's at up in northern Iowa, Orangeville, doing some kicking for their football team along playing soccer. It's a great combination. Empty backfield set. Flat motion by Keokuk. Quarterback Skinner up the middle with a nice long run. 9-yard carry. It looks like the flag on the play. My guess is we're going to get a helmet-to-helmet call. Personal foul. That's correct. Helmet-to-helmet targeting on Fort Madison. These calls that they're making, they're not intentional. They are part of that happens in tackling. They're not trying to hurt anybody on that, just playing good hot football, but those are penalties nowadays. In the past, those were not. But because of all the concerns about concussions and whatnot in football, the NFHS, Iowa High School Athletic Association, have made some real concerned rules about protecting our athletes as they're going through the sport. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Chiefs on their own 44-yard line. Got twins to both sides, single back set, shotgun look. Looks like a little mix-up in the backfield. Skinner ends up keeping the ball.
Holy cow, Dalton Mabius was wrestled to the ground right in front of the official, and no flag come down.
We got two Bloodhounds down on the play. 2-yard gain by Skinner.
One of them's Alex Gully.
Alex Gully and Sam Hayes are both down on the ground right now. Gully looks like is just cramping up.
That's good.
That's a good sign.
Yes.
The other one is not Sam Hayes.
That's Elijah Barnes.
58 Elijah Barnes. Gully just tried to get some fluids, and these nights it's a little warmer what they've used to this week, and it doesn't take much to be dehydrated. But when you run for as many yards as Gully has tonight, it's easily to get dehydrated.
So we're sitting here at 7:30 to go in the third quarter. 48-8 Fort Madison, and the clock is stopped for an injury timeout. So otherwise, this clock would be running.
Yeah, Elijah's up and walking under his own power off the field. Not quite sure what happened. He's walking off with Coach Troxel and Coach Yeager. Still attending to Gully's cramping on the field. Elijah's going to have to come out for at least one play. My guess would be a few more than that. Same with Gully when he gets off the field. Next week is last game of the football season for Fort Madison. I know Keokuk here is traveling to Mount Pleasant to end their season. Fort Madison will be at home to host the Washington Demons. And it'll be senior night for the Bloodhounds. Game time is 7:30. We invite everybody to be there by 6:45 so we can recognize all of our seniors from the football team, the cheerleaders, the dance team, cross country, and band. It's a lot of seniors we have to go through, so we're going to start that by 7 o'clock, maybe a little sooner than that. So we invite you to be at the stadium early. It's also the Pack in Pink night, the Bloodhound Pack, where the National Honor Society sold T-shirts for the past couple of weeks, sold over 400 pink T-shirts. They are going to be making a generous donation to the Susan G. Komen Foundation next week between the first and second quarter. We invite all of our fans, not only wear the Bloodhound crimson and black, but also wear pink. I believe the football team and maybe even the band are getting into a little bit of the pink color next week as well. Back to action here at Calvert Stadium. Keokuk has the ball on their own 47-yard line. Spread formation, single back set with twins. Bring the inside receiver in motion for the jet sweep. He comes around the end. Runs a fake run pass. He was actually across the line of scrimmage.
He was a good 3 across.
And they did not call that. That should have been a legal forward pass, but hey.
Oh yeah, he's with about the 49 when he let go of that ball. So either way, incomplete pass. They're down at 7 for the Chiefs from their own 48-yard line. We got Logan Allen back in the defensive backfield in Gully's spot, looks like.
Okay, 3rd down and 7 for the Chiefs. Doing that jet motion again. No fake handoff to him this time. Run a post route over the middle. Intended for number 44, Colin Takis. Incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down and a long 7 yards for Keokuk. Looks like Keokuk bringing their punt team. Fort Madison is going to drop number 4, Logan Allen, and number 2, Chance Redondo back deep.
Their quarterback's out. 16's back.
Let's see if Keokuk will go actually kick this ball off here. I think Fort Madison's looking for something other than a punt. So.
Short kick by the Keokuk punter. Fort Madison trying to get away. Took a nice Fort Madison bounce. Ball ends up on the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Bloodhounds from the left hash mark on their own 32-yard line. 27-yard line. 5:29 and counting left to go in the third quarter.
It looks like we got Barker back on the field. Gully's back in. Let's see here.
Looks like essentially the change right now would be up front. We got somebody new in at left tackle for Barnes. Can't quite see the number yet. It looks like number 73, Shay Dinwiddie.
Looks a little small there next to Heath.
Well, it doesn't take much. Standing next to Heath Honig, most people are going to look small.
Okay. Gully takes the ball off right tackle, and he's in the defensive backfield again. He breaks a few tackles, makes another, and he might. Nope, he's going to be brought down inside the Keokuk 35-yard line.
What a run by Gully. Yeah, yes, that is number 73, Shay Dinwiddie in at left tackle for Barker, for Elijah Barnes. A couple other new jerseys coming in. Number 13, Dominic France is coming in for Lorenzo in at receiver. Also, Caleb McKern, number 21, freshman in at running back for Gully at this time.
I think that there's some handshaking going on over there on the sidelines with Alex Gully.
Caleb McKern takes the ball at the middle. Short gain on the play. A nice little hole there. Brings up second down.
Okay, here goes Chance off.
Chance Redondo being replaced by number 3, Quentin Schneider. And here comes freshman Will Larson in at quarterback, replacing
Lennon Barker, yeah.
Lennon Barker at quarterback. So Coach Schiffman doing a good job getting some other people in the game. Caleb McKern takes the handoff out of the middle. Nice run by the freshman.
I tell you, he was just so shifty.
Up front. He's tough to see. He gets in behind those big linemen and is able to find the hole and go. Nice run by Caleb. Takes that all the way down to the 21-yard line. That's good enough for another Penn City Current Fort Madison first down. 1st and 10 for the Bloodhounds from their own from the Keokuk 21-yard line. 3 minutes to go and counting in the third quarter. Handoff to McLaren again up the middle. So another short gain on the play. Looks 3-yard gain. 2-yard gain. We'll call it 2nd and 8 for the Bloodhounds. Last time Will Larson saw playing time was up at Solon. He got hit pretty good up there, so looks like Coach Shipman's just going to let him hand the ball off. Handoff to Caleb McLaren again. Big old Heath Honig pulling around the corner. Another short 2-yard gain looks like for Caleb.
Yeah, the coach is keeping a few of his experienced linemen in there to keep this drive going, looks like.
Sure. Well, it's hard to have too many replacements because there aren't a lot of linemen on the team. But we are bringing another lineman, looks to be number 60, Kyle Knepp, coming in for big Heath Honig at left guard. Spread formation. Handoff to number 24. That's Julian Navarro. He's hit right away in the backfield. It's going to bring up loss in the play of 2. Going to bring a 4th and 9.
And Navarro's a 6-foot sophomore at 185 pounds.
Caleb McLaren back into the game. Now Alex Kraft is off for the lineman, bringing in number 77, freshman Ethan Deacon, 6', 210. And that's probably not giving Ethan full credit. He's at least 6 foot, maybe 6'1" or more, and kid is probably still growing. Hopefully to be one of those anchors on the offensive line here in a year or two.
An equipment problem there with the Keokuk defender.
Number 25, Keaton Poe, enters the ball game. He's at the H-back, replacing Quentin Estrada. 4th and 9 for the Bloodhounds. Shotgun set. Spread formation. Snap to Will Larson. He's the keeper, following McLaren up the hole. He dives forward for quite a nice gain. Not going to be enough for the first down. Takes the ball all the way down to just about the 15, we'll say 16-yard line with the spot. Going to turn the ball over on downs. Keokuk takes over at their own 16-yard line with 1 minute left to go with the running clock in the third quarter.
Even though this time should go pretty quick here, it's nice for these guys to get some quality playing time in.
You know, even on defense, you still want to keep them out of the end zone so we keep the running clock, but there are some changes. Logan Allen in at safety. Caleb McLaren's in at cornerback now. Keokuk in their twins, both sides set, single back in motion underneath. Jet sweep to the right-hand side. Nice tackle by number 27, Tyler O'Toole. About a 4-yard gain on the play for Keokuk, going to bring up 2nd and 6. Keokuk in its traditional spread look, twins both sides. Single back of Antonio Smith. Skinner at a quarterback still.
And we're down to about 4 seconds, so I wonder if they're going to get this play off. It looks like not.
We're going to let that, Coach McGacky's going to let the time run out. At the end of your third quarter, BloodHounds 48, Keokuk 8. We'll be back here shortly. Let's hear a few messages from our sponsors.
Become a member of the BloodHound Booster Club today. There are a variety of support levels you can choose. Based on the amount of your donation, you can become anywhere from a sports fan to a top dog. Send money or checks payable to BloodHound Booster Club, Post Office Box 11, Fort Madison, Iowa, 52627.
Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We're here working for you in Southeast Iowa. Elliott Test Kitchen is proud to support the Fort Madison High School football program and provides the coaches with a film study and game plan preparing space. Speaking of game plan preparing, Elliott's Test Kitchen has an ACT test prep session starting now that will help your student prepare to take the ACT test. Contact Elliott's Test Kitchen at www.tkef.org or call them at 319-250-9052.
Welcome back to Calvert Stadium here in Keokuk, Iowa. Fort Madison BloodHounds lead the Chiefs 48-8. It's been great seeing this activity, this offensive output by the BloodHounds. Real needed. It's going to need a little bit of confidence going into face a really tough Washington club next week. Second down to 6. Keokuk with a 2-yard gain on the play. Maybe we'll actually go 3 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3 from Keokuk's own 23-yard line. Keokuk back in the strength to the right-hand side. Twins, the shotgun look. Then moves back into an I formation look. Trips to the right. Weak side here to the left. Hand off to number 1. Quazon Tault in the backfield. He is hit immediately. Taken out of the ground by number 81, Harley Penniman, a junior. Harley's one of those kids since he's been a freshman, has been one of the hardest hitters, maybe pound for pound, the hardest hitter on the team. He just has a nose for the football. Keokuk's going back in their punt formation set, dropping back deep for the Fort Madison BloodHounds. Number 21, freshman Kalen McLaren, and number 9, junior Trey Kuntz. Kick is off. Nice punt, goes out of bounds. Ball is going to be spotted on Fort Madison's 26-yard line. Clock's at 10:20 and running.
Again, Fort Madison leading 48-8. And taking over on offense here. So you got Dominic France out as a wide receiver out top. A bunch of new Bloodhounds in. Yeah. A little bit
Flag on the play.
a little false
start on Fort Madison. Will Larson still in the quarterback, freshman. Caleb McKernan, running back, a freshman. Trying to see if there's any seniors out in the field right now. You got a junior, split end, sophomore, split end, freshman tackle, sophomore guard, sophomore tackle. I think it's a freshman center. Hand off to McLaurin. Caleb hit the line of scrimmage, was able to bowl his way through and drag a couple Keokuk tacklers for a nice 4-yard gain. He's going to bring up second down and 11.
Is that Chance Decker at center? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's
As a freshman, yeah.
number 62, Chance Deckers at center. Fort Madison back in the spread formation. Larson back deep. Hand off to Caleb McCarty. Goes right, nothing there. Turns up straight up the field. Able to gain about 2 yards on the play. He's going to bring up third down and 9 for the Bloodhounds. Fort Madison trips to the right. Hand off McLaurin up the middle. Makes a little cut. There's nothing there. No gain on the play. They'll bring up fourth down and 9 for the Bloodhounds from their own 28-yard line.
That's a very young group in there, especially the linemen. But you know what? They're playing against that Keokuk team who's, I mean, they may be young also, but they got a lot of experience this year.
Yeah, they've got some big boys in there that are seniors, and they're going up against them. And it's not that Keokuk's trying to have great success. They don't have anybody else to put in the game. They're that limited right now. Punts away. Might have been tipped a little bit by Keokuk. Keokuk gets a little roll. The ball's going to end up on the 50-yard line. 23-yard punt. Fort Madison. Keokuk will take over. 1st and 10 on the 50.
There's a lot of pressure on Will Larson to get that kickoff, and barely got it off in time. Yeah, I think he might have been tipped a little bit.
I should have done my inner Pat Hughes at the beginning of the game and let everybody know that Keokuk's out here in purple helmets and purple shirt, purple pants, white face masks. Skinner off to the races a little bit here for the Chiefs. Carries the ball all the way down to the 40-yard line. See what the officials do when it comes to first down. Go ahead and call it a first down. Move the chains forward. 1st and 10 to Keokuk on the 40. And the visiting Bloodhounds. If we were Pat Hughes again. Bloodhounds in black helmets, black face masks, white shirts, and black pants.
They've not been in that white uniform too often this year.
No, it's really is our third and final away game. Skinner back to pass, wide open receiver, number 31, Matt Wyatt down the right sides. He's able to take the ball inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Chiefs on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, he was wide open. Skinner got the ball to him, and it's nice that Fort Madison players up to get him tackled before he got in the end zone.
Yeah.
See what we can do for a stop here.
Yeah, if Keokuk does score, that's going to take away the running clock. But with 6 minutes to go in the ballgame, I think the outcome is pretty well in hand at this point.
Empty backfield. 5 receivers, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Even if they get a 2-point conversion,
Yeah. Yeah. Skinner goes in for a quarterback keeper and just steps into the end zone for a Keokuk touchdown. And that brings the score up to 48-14.
Fort Madison now with that 34-point lead. And once you get to under 35, it goes back to regular clock. That's all right. We're getting a lot of guys some playing time. I'm happy to see Coach Schiffman is, not worried about that. Let those other guys rest. Make sure they're healthy for next week. No silly injuries for playing when they don't need to. And give these other guys a chance to get some more playing time and get ready for next year. Skinner takes the ball, rolls out to his right. Nobody open on the PAT. Takes it in for himself. 5:49 left to go in the ball game. Your score: Fort Madison 48, Keokuk 16. Once again, we'd like to thank our partners and sponsors for tonight's game. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Elliott Test Kitchen, Hy-Vee Food Store, Mann's McDonald's, Rashid Drug, Submarina Sandwich Shop, One Drug Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Fort Colony Restaurant, Pizza Hut, Midwest One Bank, and the BloodHound Booster Club. We encourage you to please be sure to stop by and tell them thank you for making BloodHound Sports possible. We'd also like to thank our in-game sponsors for the football team, Penn City Current, Sunnybrook Assisted Living, and the Fort Madison Partners. Once again, we thank those groups as well. Keokuk kicking off from their own 40-yard line. Back deep to receive for the Bloodhounds. Number 1, Alex Scully. Number 2, Chance Red Donald. They're wise. They don't kick it that deep unless they get over their heads. And it does get over the head. Wow, that ball was almost out in the air in the back of the end zone. That kid's got a leg on him.
That was quite a kick.
Even the wind is blowing up towards the north, but it's not that strong of a wind. Heck of a leg by the Keokuk kicker. Fort Madison then will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line with 5:49 left to go in the ball game.
All right. We got Pinneman and Schneider off to the right. Will Larson in the backfield as quarterback.
Will Larson hands out to Caleb McLaren. Flag on the play by the officials. Dead ball foul, must be a false start in Fort Madison. It is. Going to move the ball back 5 yards, bring up 1st and 15 from their own 15-yard line.
It's kind of too bad. It was a good running play there. Yeah, Quentin Estrada's back in at that little, what do you call it?
H-back, sniffer back, whatever the Coach Schiffman calls it. It's a little different name. Hand off to Caleb McLaren up again, right at the middle. Keokuk kids are pointing that they've recovered a fumble on the play. Officials are not signaling that, 1 yard gain on the play, going to bring up 2nd down and 14 for the Bloodhounds.
I think that ball got ripped out after he hit the ground there.
Way to go.
Kicker was just trying to have something positive happen for him.
Fort Madison back in their standard set. Shotgun handoff to McLaren up the middle. Has a little bit of hole. Makes a nice little cut. Drags a couple Keokuk players. That's a nice, almost a 10-yard gain by the freshman. Brings up 3rd down. Now very manageable. 3 to 4 yards to go on the play. Fort Madison has the ball on their own 28.5-yard line. Actually down to 2 yards to go.
Some really nice blocking on that play by the line. Even got into the linebacker position and created a nice block there.
McLaren off the left-hand side. He is wrapped up in the backfield for a couple-yard loss. I believe number 45, Antonio Smith, is in the backfield. Hits him. Okay, Lennon Barker back in the game. Will Larson out, be a punt formation for Lennon. Keokuk drops number 31. Matt Wyatt back deep. Barker gets off that little pooch kick. Nice punt, though, by Barker. Wyatt fumbles the ball, is able to recover, but he has nowhere to go. Wrapped up by number 13, Dominic France. There was one more on the tackle. I couldn't tell quite who it was. Might have been number 14, Quentin Estrada. Keokuk takes over. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Bloodhound still holding on to that 48-16 lead. Keokuk will take over the ball on their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Keokuk comes out in their spread look with twins each side, single back set. Skinner back deep, quarterback. Fakes the handoff. Keeps the ball on the left-hand side.
He likes that keeper.
Yes, he does. He is definitely their leading rusher on the year. He doesn't have many yards, but he has the most carries, I believe, of all their ball carriers. Has a nice 8-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 2 for the Chiefs. Ball on their own 46-yard line. Same double twins look. In fact, this time Smith lined up behind Skinner in the backfield. Little handoff, ISO play up the middle. Antonio Smith for a 4-yard gain. 1st down for Keokuk. Ball is going to be placed on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 Chiefs. 3:20 left to go in the first half. Or excuse me, in the ball game.
That continuous clock really makes time go fast. So, see how the
same
Bloodhounds
formation
can do. Go ahead.
for Keokuk. Skinner hesitates, keeps the ball off left-hand side, slips and falls for about a 1-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 for Keokuk. Even though you've got a lot of young guys in the ball game for Fort Madison, you still want to challenge them and coach them up hard. You can see that with our coaches. That's what they're doing on the sideline. You want to make sure they're not going in there and just, it's Keokuk's older guys still in the ball game.
Chance Decker checked in there on defense, and Caleb Wood stepped out.
You want to have these kids step up and still play, and see if they can keep these guys out of the end zone again.
Okay, flag going down.
Looks like the area of holding again. Nice little run for Keokuk off the right-hand side, but I think this one's coming back. Call is holding on the Chiefs. They'll bring up about 2nd down and along 19-yard line with the 10-yard holding call.
These young guys are going to feel good on the way home. Getting to play quite a bit like they did. They're going to feel a lot better.
The whole bus ride. It's always a nicer bus ride when you win, and this I'm sure you'll get to enjoy that as well, driving the team back home.
Yeah, I got the young players, and it'd be nice if they got them to play as much as they did.
Sure. Skinner on the keeper on the left-hand side. Nice tackle by number 24, Julian Navarro, sophomore. Julian didn't come out last year as a freshman. Another kid that's hoping to buy into the change of culture with the program. Nice to see Julian out for football this year.
Yeah, Bryce Britton, that freshman, he's in there on the line. Kyle, is it Knepp?
Kyle Knepp, yep.
Yeah, he's in there, freshman. He's in there on the line for the Bloodhounds.
Keokuk has trips look out to the right. Single back set with Antonio Smith. Skinner in the backfield. Quarterback shotgun set. Takes a handoff, drop back to throw. Looking for number 31. That is Matt Wyatt. Matt with the big catch right down the middle of the field. No defender around him. That one goes all the way down to the Bloodhound 22-yard line where Keokuk will have 1st and 10 with 1 minute 14 seconds left to go in the ball game. So now is the question, can they keep him out? A few more changes coming in. Number 35 for the Bloodhounds, Ethan Brunswick in at cornerback. And there are a few other names. I wish we could get to them all. It's kind of hard to see the numbers from up here. Everybody that's being changed out that quickly. Coach Schiff those emptying the bench, make sure everybody gets a chance to play tonight. Back to pass is Skinner, wide open. Number 31, Matt Wyatt for the Keokuk touchdown. That makes the score Fort Madison 48, Keokuk 22.
You kind of get a feel for that because Keokuk's playing so many young kids, freshmen, sophomores, on their starting offense and defensive. And now Fort Madison's getting a little taste of that. They got all these young kids in here and feeling what it's like. But
yep.
2-point conversion is good.
Antonio Smith up the middle for Keokuk. That makes the score Fort Madison 48, Keokuk 24. 56.9 seconds left to go in the ball game.
So we got, looks like we're going to, for our kickoff team, our regular kickoff team is going to come out and a few new players in there, I suppose, but still going to have Gully and Chance Red Donald back. I'm sure Keokuk's going to try to kick this out of the end zone again, keep it away from those two speedsters.
Once again, they'll still have the wind to the back. Wind has picked up a little bit, and
I see Trey Coons back there also in case it doesn't go full. Shamor Red Donald is also back. So those four back there, and hopefully this kicker can keep it in the field of play and we can have some kind of return here.
Number 16, Jamin Close, is the kicker for Keokuk. I'm just making a wild guess. He's also a soccer player with the boot that he has on him. Does an onside kick. Ball's kicked out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty on Keokuk. Fort Madison had the choice to take where the ball went out of bounds at or the 35-yard line. Since the ball went out right around the 44, I'm assuming they're going to take it where it was kicked out at. They could also have them re-kick, but in this situation,
I don't think
no need to.
I don't think Fort Madison was looking for that.
No, they weren't expecting that at all.
Yeah, their front four blockers up front were backstepping, and when it should have been maybe a pretty obvious situation for that, even though Keokuk's not going to be able to.
Fort Madison's going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. 56 seconds left to go. Fort Madison's lined up in victory formation, dropping McLaren way back deep. They're going to take a knee to end this ball game. Both teams doing the right thing, laying off at this point in time. Already starting to shake hands between the two teams. Bill, this will be the first time in how many years Fort Madison has defeated Keokuk at the varsity football level. That county seat is coming back home to Fort Madison.
Yes, indeed.
I know Mr. Smith told them on announcements this morning they go win it. We're going to display some area of prominence in the school. I suggested hanging it from the rafters in the NPR, but we'll see if they go for that one yet. I thought that'd be quite funny. 18-17, 16 seconds left. Fort Madison takes its last knee, and that is going to be your ball game, folks.
Feels good to get another win on
Your
this.
final score from Keokuk, Fort Madison 48, Keokuk 24. Fort Madison now moves to 4-4 on the year, with one game left to go against Washington next week, 7:30 at Jim Mule Field in Richmond Stadium, home of the Bloodhounds. Bill, I want to thank you for letting me join you tonight. It was quite fun being out here, being up in the booth. I've been up here listening to you, but never got to get in. But thanks for Dr. Wonder for being away this weekend to give me the chance. But awesome. Hey, absolutely loved it.
Thanks for being here and helping out as you do, because you give us some insight that, you're a former coach, so you got a lot more knowledge than we do about it. So you bring that to us.
And there's the county seat right there. The county seat. The players that went over like gentlemen, and no pushing or shoving, anything like that. They grabbed the county seat. They are bringing it back to Fort Madison.
There we go.
I think Mr. Lamb, our assistant principal, agrees with my idea that we hang that seat from the rafters. That way, every time somebody comes into the school, we can see it. And we got to take pride in every little thing we can.
You go ahead and just tell them I'll be over there. And I'll get it out there as quick as I can. Okay? All right, you're going to go over? I'll be right behind you.
So, looks like the teams are, not sure what's going on. Looks like teams are getting together in the middle of the field. No animosity right now. Just they're all getting together in the middle of the field. All going to take a knee together. It's kind of cool to see camaraderie like that. We're all high school young men learning to become better ball players, and to see them get together after a ball game with no animosity, that's a great feeling. It's unlike when we were in high school and teams had the strong, almost a hatred rifle between each other. But nowadays with social media, these kids all know each other. It's a big difference.
And that's a combined team prayer there. Nice to see it. Really nice to see it.
All right, Bill. Take care. We'll see you next week back home.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And try to make it out for the Washington game next Friday night. If not, please tune in and watch the game on BloodHound Sports. And good night to everyone. Thank you.